Hi everybody, my name is Tristan. I'm a member of the worship team here at Lighthouse Church. I've been asked to say something about my favourite worship song. And when I was asked to do this, I was sent an email just asking if I would mind putting some thoughts onto video. And I was with my family at the time and I said, I've got to choose my favourite worship song. How on earth do you begin to do that? And my son Ezra said, well, it's easy. You have to pick this song. And actually, when I thought about it, I thought, actually, he's quite right. And I asked him, why do you think this song? Why this song in particular? And he said, well, it's a song that he liked. And it's a song he knows I liked. And it's a song that, of all the songs that are around, that I've listened to possibly more than any other over the years. And the song that I've chosen is a song called Because He Lives by an artist called Matt Maher. And the first time I heard this song, I think we were at the big church day out. I was there with my two eldest children, might have been in 2016, maybe something like that. And we were there and we were listening to all of the amazing worship and Christian artists that were there. And Matt Maher did a set. And he performed this song. And I remember when I heard this song, I was immediately just gripped by it and it really spoke to me. And as often happens when perhaps people go to these events, I wrote it down and thought, I've got to find this song when I get home. And when we got back home, I looked for this song, I downloaded it, and then I also sort of found the chords, learned how to play it, and it's been a song that's encouraged me ever since. And the reason I like it, I think, is because it's very simple in terms of its message. Somebody said to me once, as a Christian, when I was doing something on evangelism, you've always got to be prepared to talk about your faith. And you've also always got to be prepared that someone may ask you one day, so who is this Jesus and why is he so significant? And the thing I like about this song is it really quite straightforward and in a simple way puts into words and into song who Jesus is and what he did. So it starts off by talking about the fact that the core, sort of the first verse begins of the belief of the Christian faith. I believe in the Son, I believe in Jesus, I believe that he is risen, and this idea that you believe he's overcome death, and that we're alive because of his death and his resurrection. And it's a song that kind of just reminds me of the significance of what Jesus has done. But also then it goes into the fact that we are dead essentially because of our sin, because of the sin that we commit. It separates us from God. And there is nothing I can do to make myself right with God. There's no amount of sacrifices, there's no amount of sorries that I can do outside of Jesus. And it's because of what Jesus did that all those things that I have done and all those things that I will continue to do are forgiven. And it talks about the fact that I was covered by sin and shame, but mercy calls out to us, and because of his resurrection we are forgiven. And that's always been a comfort to me, this idea that actually, Jesus, not only did he die to give us all hope, but he died in order to make my sins forgiven. The other thing that I really like about the song is I think it's a song of hope. So not only does it speak about Jesus and the significance of Jesus, but it really speaks about hope. And when you go into the bridge, because he lives, I can face tomorrow. All my fear is gone. He holds my life and my future in his hands. And there's been times when I've gone back to this song and listened to it just for that part, just to remember that God is in control. God holds our future in his hands. God is leading us all the time, even at times when we don't often feel that is the case. And so that's why I've chosen this song. I think it's a song that I can listen to when I want to praise God. I can listen to this song and I can use it to praise God. When I'm feeling quite reflective, it's a song that I can listen to then. It's a song that I can listen to when I need to encourage myself, to remind myself that there is hope and that God's in control. And I think particularly relevant at this time is just to remind ourselves that actually we don't have faith necessarily in anything other than God to get us out of this situation. That by prayer and by just meditating on his word, that we can have hope. God holds our future in his hands. And I just pray that people will find some encouragement from this song. If you want to find it on YouTube, it's Because He Lives. There'll be an amen in brackets afterwards, and it's by Matt Maher, Maher. And if you're looking for a particular version, I would really encourage you to look at the version where he's just him and his piano. It's just a very sort of stripped down version of the song, but it's really, really lovely. It's got a great melody, it's got a great piano accompaniment to it, and it's a really encouraging song. So I just pray at this time that everyone can have a sense of God's presence. I pray that he will guide us and continue to be with each of us as we are experiencing this current social separation, and just pray that you will all have a greater sense of his presence in your lives. And I look forward to us all meeting together again when this is all over. God bless, and I pray that this song encourages you as much as it does me. Thank you.